So as I said in an earlier segment, it is important to give the Democrats their due when they do something good, even if it's the bare minimum. So let's do that real quick. So we have from Aaron Reed, aka Aaron in the Morning, whose Substack, if you do not follow, you should, because I do. She puts out great content. If you're a trans person or interested in trans rights, such as myself, it is she's the best source of news you can possibly get on this shit. Like, she is constantly at work, nonstop, nose to the grindstone, just getting at it. Aaron Reed is a saint when it comes, like, she is a trans icon, okay, for real. So this happened a while ago. Republican introduces Representative Sarah McBride, who is a trans woman, as the gentleman from Delaware. Let's take a look. Oh, that's
the
loud.
chair recognizes the gentleman from Delaware, Mr. McBride, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. When I was elected, I promised to work with anyone who would help Delaware and
So we have no acknowledgement from it, about it from Sarah McBride or her peers over here. Very unfortunate. Sarah McBride herself has kind of capitulated to this framing a bit. She was very spineless. Let's just, to put it bluntly, she was kind of spineless about it. It sucks because she's a trans politician in a very red and fascist era of politics. It's, I would really hope, I'm not trans, but like, trans people are going to look at her and be like, come on, like, this is bullshit. Like, you need to stand up for yourself, right? It's spineless. So anyway, Aaron in the Morning came out with this article. It's called Have You No Decency? Republican calls Sarah McBride Mr. Dems erupt and end hearing. Wow. The Dems actually did something. Nothing ever happens, bros seething. During a meeting of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, a Republican Representative Keith Self, called transgender Congresswoman the gentleman from Delaware. Dems pushed back, unlike they did last time. Fireworks erupted during a House Foreign Relations Subcommittee meeting when Chairman Keith Self, Republican from Texas, deliberately misgendered Representative Sarah McBride, Democrat from Delaware, the first transgender congresswoman, referring to herself as, quote, the gentleman from Delaware. In response, McBride shot back, addressing Self as Madam Chair. Very good. Thank you for we got some spinal column growing. It's growing. Okay. The spinal, we got a few spinal bones in there, okay? A few in the column, okay? It's not all there yet, but we're getting there. That's very good. The exchange sparked immediate protests from Democrats, with Ranking Minority Member Bill Keating, Democrat from, what's MA? I'm so stupid. I'm blanking. I'm not doing, I know the states. It's not Missouri. I keep thinking Missouri. Miami? No, Miami's not a state. Massachusetts. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. From Massachusetts, demanding Have You No Decency? Tensions escalated, and after continued objections, Self abruptly adjourned the hearing. I recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride, said Representative Self. Thank you, Madam Chair, McBride responded before beginning to speak, only to be quickly interrupted by Ranking Democrat Bill Keating, who turned Self in disbelief. Okay, so let's just go straight to the video and see it for ourselves.
As the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam.
I know Missouri's not MA, okay? I know it's not MA. I thought, I was thinking it was MI, but that's Michigan, so it's MO, yes, okay?
Chair, Ranking Member Keating,
Missouri.
also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again,
Hold on,
please?
I gotta go back, sorry.
As the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member...
So, wait, I'm sorry. This wasn't Sarah McBride growing a spine. That's kind of shitty.
Keating, also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, it's
Here we go.
We have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply...
What is that standard?
Oh, do you know exactly what you did, you slimy mother... He's already like backing up into the corner in defense. Like, I'm just a little birthday boy. Listen, he knows what he did. You know exactly what the fuck you did, okay? You shit on the floor and everybody saw it.
Mr. Chairman, would you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
I will.
Thank you.
The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order.
Thank you. Wow.
Chairman, have you no decency? I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
We will continue this
You
hearing.
will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly elected representative the right way.
Incredible.
This hearing is adjourned.
Damn. Okay, getting chills. Actually getting chills. That was great. Who was that? Keating. Bill Keating from Massachusetts. Holy shit. Yeah, they literally ended the meeting instead of just respecting her pronouns. That's crazy, dude. That's wild. Insane. That was incredible. Yeah, Keith Self can go suck himself. Exactly. Immediately after the hearing, Keith Self took to Twitter to justify his actions, writing, "It is the policy of the United States to recognize two sexes, male and female," which you can still do, by the way. First of all, male to female is on a bimodal distribution. It's not binary. Okay, technically, there's male, there's female, there's everything in between. There's still technically two ends of the spectrum, but it is a spectrum nonetheless. And you can still do that while recognizing that Sarah McBride is, prefers to be referred to as female. It's not your business like how female she is. You're going to break out the test tubes and the blood tests and test her estrogen levels and force her to pull her pants down and do a genital inspection just to make sure that like she's properly female. Like what okay, you know what? This was going to be short. This is a great segue into a point that I've brought up a lot lately. Transphobes cannot define what a female is. They can't. Ask them. If they ask you what is a woman, give whatever bullshit response you want. It doesn't matter. Ask them what a woman is. You know what they'll say? Adult human female. Follow up. What is a female? It gets them every time. You ask 10 different transphobes what a female is, you'll get 10 different answers. A female is somebody who can have babies. Okay, well, what about post-menstrual women, right? Or women who are infertile? Are they still women? Well, I guess not by your definition. Well, that's an exception. Okay, motherfucker. Well, that's not falling within the bounds of your definition. Women has two X chromosomes. Okay, what about women with Swyer syndrome? Are they not women anymore? Some people literally will say that women with Swyer syndrome are not women, even though the fact that they have XY chromosomes doesn't even come up until they're like hitting puberty and they find out that they're infertile. I think most of them are, if not all of them. I forget the exact date on it, but Swyer syndrome really doesn't come up until puberty hits. And then you find out you have it, and that's why you end up having an awkward puberty phase as compared to your peers. Some people will say, well, it's somebody with a uterus. Okay, well, what if somebody had a hysterectomy? And soon we'll be able to implant uteruses into people. Will that person be a female? Oh, no. Why not? You said it's anybody who has a uterus. Dumbass. That's your definition. They cannot answer what a female is.
Fame, power.
I'm all for genital inspectors in front of men's restrooms with the congressional power to laugh at size and have it recorded in the pubic record.
The pubic record. Thank you very much, Shagatinagi, for another 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Love you. That's very funny. I'm not ashamed of my junk, but I'd rather not have it inspected by the police. Okay? So, the police don't need to be looking all up at my junk. If somebody else wants to, that's their business, and I'm not necessarily opposed to that, but not the police. Not the police. You are out of order is so funny. I think that was an incredible stand that he took, Mr. Keating. Okay, it was an incredible. Here, let me see if he's got any tweets from after the fact. Doesn't look like he said anything about the specific event, but my God, we need this. Trans people need this. This is goated, okay? Sarah McBride won't do it for herself. Listen, I don't want to shit on her too much. I understand that it's rough being the first trans congresswoman, okay? I get it. But like, come on. Like, you gotta have some spine. Bill Keating, thank you very much for sticking up when other Democrats would not. Like I said, always give the Democrats their due whenever they actually do something, always. Thank you again to Aaron Reed for the article and the video. Again, go subscribe to Aaron Reed's Substack and give her money if you have not already. If you don't give me money, at least go give it to her, okay? Give it to me first and then give it to her, but give it to her too, okay? Aaron Reed deserves it probably way more than I do from you, honestly. She's putting in the work, so thank you again, and yeah, I guess we'll just call that a segment. I fucked up.
Is the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
She said, madam, she did grow a spine. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm coming out now. Play the violin music. I'm sorry, Sarah McBride. I had no faith in you, and I was wrong, and I'm so sorry. I completely missed that you said madam. I'm so sorry. Like, that I don't know how I missed that. It was very subtle, but good for you. Seriously. Like, you know what? Chat, you missed it too, by the way, okay? Nobody corrected me. To be fair, it was very subtle, so I don't blame you either. We're all in this sinking boat together, okay? But thank you. Sarah McBride, wonderful stuff. Hope this keeps up. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you enjoy my content, you enjoy what I do, I really appreciate any financial help that I can get. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. You got some awesome benefits, such as seeing early videos, awesome emotes that you can use in the comments of YouTube videos, and a sweet badge next to your name. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate if you join. It is cheaper than the cost of a blowjob from your mom. So with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.